Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Thank you so much for being a time traveler. I do appreciate your support. This is your new moon in Sagittarius reading. Keep in mind, it is a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate, and if that happens, don't get upset. It just means it's someone else's message. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check out your other placements. And if you're not sure what your other placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Just take a look at that site and come back here and watch the video of your choosing. With all of that said, Taurus, let's begin. Okay, your first oracle message, benefactor, grace and generosity, card number 3. Your first moonology card here is full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. And then you have your last moonology card here, out of bounds moon, boundaries. Okay. Tell me more about this message here for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. We are clarifying benefactor, grace and generosity, card number 3. Full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life, and out of bounds moon, boundaries. Why is this the new moon in Sagittarius reading for Taurus? Get a 6-card spread here for Taurus on this. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the Queen of Pentacles. There you are, whether you're masculine or feminine. You have the 5 of Cups. You have the Lovers. You have the 10 of Wands. You have the 10 of Swords. And you have the 5 of Wands. Jeez, my Lord, Taurus. Let's move this up just a little bit here. Hoping that the camera catches the majority of these cards for you. I'm sorry, I cannot afford an overhead camera, but I will tell you the cards and show them to you as we begin to clarify them. At the bottom of the deck, you have the 9 of Swords, you have the 8 of Wands, and you have the 8 of Swords. And that leaves the 3 of Pentacles here at the bottom of your deck. Let's begin to clarify, Taurus. Benefactor, grace and generosity is clarified here by the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. Why is that for Taurus? Let's clarify that Queen of Pentacles here for Taurus, please. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the 4 of Swords. Why is the 10 of Wands here for Taurus? Why is the 10 of Wands here for Taurus? One more shuffle. Thank you. The 10 of Wands is clarified by the Moon, the Hermit. Wow, 9 of Swords to 9 of Swords. Okay. Embrace the flow of life. You have the 5 of Cups to the 10 of Swords. Why is the 5 of Cups here? Why is the 5 of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The 5 of Cups is clarified by Temperance, the 2 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups. Why is the 10 of Swords here for Taurus? Why is the 10 of Swords here for Taurus? One more shuffle. Thank you. The 10 of Swords is clarified by the 4 of Cups, 8 of Wands to the 8 of Wands, and the Hierophant. Why is the Lovers card here for Taurus? Why? Okay, we had a flipper. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Let me get 2 more cards, please, on the Lovers card here for Taurus. One more shuffle. Thank you. 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords to 10 of Swords. And the 5 of Wands. Why is the 5 of Wands here for Taurus? One more shuffle. Thank you. The 5 of Wands is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Tower. Wow. Bottom of the deck, you have the Chariot here. What's behind the Chariot? Ah, Queen of Pentacles. First card that we started out with. So, Taurus, I feel like you have a connection here in your life. And don't come at me in the comments, cross-watcher. This is Taurus's reading. You have a connection here in your life. And I don't know who this person is to you, professional, platonic, or romantic. You have been very generous with this individual. You have shown this person a lot of grace. You've sacrificed a lot for this individual in that hangman energy. They could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They don't have to be. I also have Virgo, Cancer, Sagittarius on the table, Scorpio, could be another Taurus as well. Cancer again in that Chariot. And Gemini energy here in the Lovers. Whoever this person is, regardless of their sign, they have benefited from your generosity and your grace tremendously. Like, you have sacrificed a lot. For some of you, you've sacrificed your own peace just to have this person in your life. And I don't know who this is, a friend, a family member, a lover. It could be an ex. I don't know who this is for you, but I know that this person benefited a lot from you to your detriment. 10 of Wands. This relationship has been excessively burdensome for you. As a result, you have a lot of fears and anxieties about this connection. You also have some fears and anxieties when it comes to trusting other connections in your life. And you've tried to do a lot of soul searching and a lot of contemplation about whether or not you should continue carrying what appears here to be the emotional burden of this connection. For some of you, it's a financial burden. There are bouts of depression here. There are bouts of, not being able to sleep, nightmares, intense anxiety. Now, you may not be feeling all of those, and maybe at times you feel one or two of them, and other times you're okay, but you're never truly, fully okay on the inside with this person. Regardless, outwardly, you are Queen of Pentacles, whether you're masculine or feminine. You're like, I'm here, I'm nurturing myself, my space, my pets, my plants, my home, and even you. Whoever this ungrateful person is or has been in your life, they have taken a lot from you, and you feel like you have compromised a lot for them. You're constantly having these thoughts about them. That 10 of Wands here was clarified, one of the cards here, by the 9 of Swords. And in your underlining energy, you have 9 of Swords, 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. This is constantly going back in your mind, replaying things they said, things they did, things that you gave them, the way the connection was moving forward, the way the connection continues to move forward, provided you continually give to this person. And you think about this, again, consciously and subconsciously. That 9 of Swords is, even when you're washing the dishes and at a red light and you're at a party or you're food shopping, it's still playing. In fact, even at night when you're sleeping, it's playing like a little hamster on a wheel back there. And yeah, for some of you, you may suffer from sleep deprivation. You might be excessively tired. You can sleep 10 hours a day and still feel tired 3 hours after you're awake. That's how much of an emotional and mental toll this benefactor of your love and your grace and your generosity has taken from you. That's the toll. There's something here about you embracing the flow of life. I don't know who this person is. Like I said, for some of you, maybe it's an ex. I don't know. But that 8 of Wands, it's almost like while you are contemplating ending this connection, or if it is an ex, you might be contemplating just fully blocking this person and like never talking to them again. And again, it could be a friend. When I say ex, it could be ex-friend, ex-family member. It could be ex-romantic partner. So I wanted to explain that. When I say ex, it's just someone like you're no longer really connected to, but maybe every now and then you still talk to them or there's some interaction. There's a feeling here of you are constantly, it's almost like you're having conversations with yourself about either why they're currently neglecting you or why they neglected you in the past. I don't feel that you have ever fully healed from what this person has done or is currently doing to you. Now, in the 5 of Cups card, this is interesting. In the 5 of Cups card, we see 3 cards are spilled over. That is you. 3 cards spill over. Remember, the benefactor is card number 3. Whether you realize it or not, you are still mourning the loss of this connection, whether they're in your life or, like I said, you have sort of excommunicated them in some way. There's still a part of you that is experiencing some level of emotional turmoil because of what occurred. However, you have another soulmate here. Now, either you have this person currently in your life or you are about to meet them, because there are 2 cups standing back here, Taurus, that you're not seeing. And what you're not seeing is Archangel Michael bringing in this new soulmate. This is not just a soulmate in this lifetime. This is a past soulmate to you. 6 cups plus 2 is 8 cups. It's like after you walked away from this person, or if you're currently in the process of walking away from them, this new person will be in your life. So again, for some of you, this is this could be a friend that you've excommunicated, and this is a new friend, whether they're currently in your life or they're about to enter. I'll get you some timing. For others of you, maybe this is a family member that you are disassociating yourself from. This would be like the friend who becomes like a family member. For some of you, this is a partner, like in respect to like a romantic partner. They either have already exited your life or you are currently contemplating fully closing out the connection. You have someone here. Now, if this is like an ex-lover, you have someone new here. I don't know if you've met them or not, because I don't know where on the Taurian timeline you are. But there is definitely a new connection here. And it enters your life after you fully disengage from this person who severely took advantage of your kindness. The Ten of Swords here is seen here again in the Ten of Swords. So the lovers, okay, I don't know who's making the choice here, who made the choice in the past to leave. I don't know if you chose to leave this person, they chose to leave you. I can't imagine they chose to leave you because they seem to have benefited a lot from you, but maybe they did. I don't know. Someone here made a choice or will be making a choice very soon to become single, free, and independent of that entity. So either you already did it or you're about to do it. And then it looks like some hard boundaries are being put up with this person. It's almost like you're realizing they really took advantage of me back then, or they're currently taking advantage of me. So when I disembark, there's no communication afterwards. You have the Five of Wands, is clarified by the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Tower. I'm going to clarify the Tower here for you, but I feel like this is sudden revelation that you are receiving. I feel like this is internal to you, that you're having this, oh my God, I really overgave to this person. I really overgave, or I'm currently overgiving, and I got to get rid of them. That's like this is you, like I got to get the hell out of Dodge. Look at you, Nine of Wands, putting up those boundaries, being very defensive over what this person did to you. So let's clarify a little bit more that entity. Again, they could be any zodiac sign. Three of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you are still giving to this, but contemplating leaving them for good. And again, it could be the job for some of you. I don't know. I just know they benefited from your generosity, your grace, and you carrying here what appears to be the weight of the connection. And you did it for a long time. You sacrificed for a long time for this job, this family member, this friend, or this lover. Tell me more about that individual. Tell me more about that individual. One more shuffle here. Thank you. About that individual. Four of Swords to the Four of Swords. King of Pentacles. And the Emperor. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. I feel like you had one, maybe several restarts, attempted restarts with this person. Like, let's try again, let's try again, let's try again. This is a very heavy masculine energy. For some of you, this was either someone who was either a business partner, because I have King to the Queen of Pentacles. They were either a business partner with you. For others of you, this very well could be a spouse or a long-term partner or someone that you wanted as any of those things. The business partner, the spouse, or the long-term partner. It could be a boss for some of you as well, because there's something here about shared resources. So at some point in time, and again, for some of you it was past, for some of you currently, you're sharing resources with this person. So sharing time, sharing love, sharing money. But at some point in time, this person got a little greedy and started taking more from you than they were giving you. This is a very greedy energy and constantly leaving you wounded. This is a taker. Sorry, cross watcher. This is taker energy. This is the boss that expects you to work 60 hours. They're only going to pay you for 40. You know, this is the boss that expects you to work every holiday without getting a pay. You know, and you probably don't even get a holiday, Christmas, or end of the year bonus. Like, this is if this is work, this person benefited from your grace, your generosity, your talent, your dedication, and did not reward you in kind. That Six of Pentacles, it's like you were worth Nine of Pentacles. They were paying you 6. If this is a friend, family member, or lover, same energy. They're a taker. They saw you as the Nine of Pentacles, but they only gave you 6. And truth be told, they didn't even give you 6. Some days they gave you 3. Some days they gave you 2. It's like you were a beggar for any type of reciprocity from them. And yeah, for some of you, this is like you either continually went to work. Okay, I'm going to do another year here, or I'm going to continue to stay friends with this person, or continue to stay, you know, as lovers, or stay in this marriage. Like, some of you were in that for a long time. This connection, I'll just call it connection, so I don't know who they are to you. They really took a lot from you. So I want to know about this Tower, because I feel like some of you have already left this person. Like, this is the ex-friend, ex-family member, ex-lover, maybe even ex-boss. You still talk to them every now and then. Could be ex-coworker even. But I feel like if that's any type of ex, there's something here about, in this new moon in Sagittarius, you will probably just automatically stop talking to them. I don't know if you're going to tell them. I don't see that. I just see you here going within. I feel like this Tower is yours, and you're like, I don't want to communicate with this person anymore. Like, if they text you, hey, how you doing? Long time, haven't seen you. I don't think you respond anymore. That's the feeling I get here. For others of you, if this person is currently in your life, I think the energy of the new moon in Sag makes you realize you want to close it out as fast as you can. I want to find another job. I want to leave this person. I want to disconnect from them. Like, again, whoever they are to you. I feel like this is your Tower because it's your aha revelation. So tell me about this Tower here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Chariot, which is at the bottom of the deck there. 6 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. This is your Tower, clearing up the confusion. Hangman energy, which we had over here. That suspension here of sacrificing. You're putting an end to that. Ooh, child. You are putting an end to that. Hangman, Justice, and the Devil. So, Taurus, my bulls. My bulls are gaining their balls. Please don't be offended by that. I'm just really proud of you because out of all 12 zodiac signs, there are a handful of them that I look at as being the ones who are most prone to those types of energies. And Taurus is definitely one of them. You will continue to give chance, one after another. This is a Taurus collective here who's not giving any more chances at all. So if this person is out of your life, but you're still kind of talk to them every now and then, I don't see that happening anymore after this new moon in Sagittarius. It looks like this aha revelation, it's blowing apart any confusion you had about this person or any fantasy you had about them, that they were decent or that you should keep them in your life. This is the Chariot is the fastest card in the deck. We already see you here in it, ready to go. You already came out strong as that Queen of Pentacles. The 6 of Swords is a card of movement. I feel like you're blowing right through the illusion here that like, oh, maybe I should keep this person, still stay in touch with them. I don't see you doing that. You're putting up some hard boundaries, excuse me, with this individual. And like I said, for some of you, like if they're like the ex kind of friend, family member, lover, I don't even think you're telling them. I don't see communication here on your part. If you do, it's going to be really small. It might just be like, I can't talk to you anymore. And maybe it's because you have, you know, a new boss or a new friend or a new lover here. You know what? I can't keep talking to you. I'm already engaged in this new connection. It could be something like that for some of you. For others of you, if this person's still in your life, your revelation moment is blowing apart the whatever daydreamy energy you had that they were a decent person. I think you're going to see them for exactly what they are. Justice to the devil, a karmic connection that continually benefited from you and that you benefited very little from. Now, I want to focus on this, the new boss, the new friends, the friend who becomes like family, the new lover. I hate to say it. I feel like this becomes the replacement for this. I hate to make it sound that way, but we have the 3 cups built from this person, and now you've got 2 cups here standing. So this will be the new connection, the new partnership, if you will. Tell me about the new partnership. New to you, but not new on a soul level. This is without a doubt a past life soulmate and a soulmate in this lifetime as well. Tell me about this new person here, please. Thank you. This new person, Page of Cups. There's that offering. Offering you a job, offering you friendship, offering you love. Take it how it resonates to you. Tell me more about this connection, this new connection for Taurus. One more shuffle. Thank you. 2 of Pentacles. King of Wands, baby. Could be Queen of Wands. I don't read body parts. 7 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. This seems to come in as that is exiting. Very interesting. So let's say for some of you, this is ex-spouse or ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. As you were closing this out, you already met this person. For others of you, you're closing it out relatively soon. You meet this person as it's closing out. So again, I don't know if you met them back then or you're about to meet them now. So like as you decide that you're leaving this boss and you put out your applications and resume, you get this new job comes in. That's the feeling. Like I hate to call it replacement. The replacement comes in as this is exiting. So I don't know how long ago this exited. This might already be in your life. If it's exiting now, it's coming into your life. I'm going to get you timing here on this, Taurus. So yeah, this is the embrace the flow of life. Yeah, you're going to lose some and you're going to win some. And I think that's what you need to embrace. Whatever you are deciding to leave here is to your benefit. Is to your benefit to leave. And I think some of you are embracing the flow of life. I think you're realizing I can do better or I deserve better. And you absolutely do. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. The Taurus Collective is making a judgment call here. Tell me a little bit more about this King of Wands / Queen of Wands for Taurus. This is a very balanced individual. This is someone that you will find extremely attractive. Tell me more. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Swords. A straight shooter. I told you, 8 of Cups as you're walking away. Some of you already met this person while you were, you know, like you've left this boss, but this is the new boss, or you left this friend, this is the new friend. You've left that lover, this is the new lover. If you haven't met this person yet, you're going to. I'll get you timing. Fool card. There's your new beginning. I told you. Look at that. Like, once you make the decision to walk away from this new connection comes into your life. It's amazing. 3 of Wands. Like, that's the job you've been waiting for. That's the friend you've been waiting for. The friend who becomes like family. Because this could be family for some of you. That's the new lover. This is the type of person you've been waiting. I told you it's on the heels. It's on the heels. It's like Archangel Michael brings you this person. Wow. Taurus, embrace the flow of life. Whatever's going, let it go. That is really nice energy. And we've got boundaries there with the 7 of Wands. Yeah, I think you're blocking this person. Anything else Taurus needs to know? Well, you know what, Taurus? I want to get you some advice here. I'd like to get advice for my Taurians who have already disengaged from this person, disconnected, but still for some reason is keeping in touch with them or something like that. Your epiphany moment here is you don't want to continue conversing with this person. I'm not telling you anything. Like, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you the energy that's here. If you don't want to do that, don't do that. But for my Taurians that want to officially sever the communication cord here with this individual, 3 cards here for them, for my Taurians that want to cut that cord once and for all. One more shuffle. Thank you. Remember, this is someone you've already disengaged from. 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands. the Magician, and Justice. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Speak your truth, Taurus. That's a very simple it is continuing to connect with you is burdensome for me because every time I connect with you, I recall back what you did to me. And so moving forward, I can't communicate with you anymore. That is mercurial energy in the Magician, and then you have Justice. This is like the just, fair, and right thing for me to do. We're over, we're done with, I've moved on, you've moved on. There's no need for us to continue conversing with one another. Wow. All right, Taurus. I want to get you some advice now for my Taurians who are still engaged with this entity and are having the aha epiphany moment here in the energy of the new moon in Sag to leave this person behind. I got the Ace of Swords again. To my Taurians, for my Taurians, deciding to leave this person behind. 3 cards here for those Tauruses. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the 8 of Cups. Wow, Taurus. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands, the Lovers to the 7 of Pentacles. This is, I waited a long time for you to come in and make it right, and you never did. Wow. I waited a long time, for some of you, years. You've been engaged in connection with that entity for years. I waited a long time for you to make the choice to come in and do the right thing, to pay me adequately, to give me that raise or promotion, to truly be my friend, to show up as a consistent family member, to show up as my equal, King to the Queen of Pentacles, show up as my lover. I waited years for you. And now, as an act of love of self, the Page of Cups would be the messenger. As an act of love for self, I'm walking away with great disappointment in you. Jesus, Taurus. Queen of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and there's that 6 of Swords again. Yeah, this is, I just heard, sorry you weren't a better person. Whew. Taurus, when you exit, my darling. When you exit, you exit. All right, let's see if we have any other messages here for you, Taurus. I want to get you timing before we close it out with some advice cards. For my Taurians who don't know that entity yet, when does that entity come in? Because like I said, if you know that person, God bless, go with the flow and process the loss of whomever, whatever this is. But yeah, you have someone here that is honest, that is trustworthy. Like if this is a boss, this is a very astute boss. They tell you what they're thinking. They're not like the King of Wands in terms of being a boss in a career finance read. Like that's the king. They're not afraid to get their hands dirty. They'll, you know, if you're working in a mechanic shop and the machine breaks, they're under there with you, right? You're a little, literally like an automotive mechanic. They're under the car. Where that's the boss who is not afraid to get their hands dirty. They'll work the overtime with you. You know, if that is the friend, that's the friend that defends you even when you're wrong to others. It's like, all right, Taurus, I could tell Taurus when they're wrong, but if you tell me Taurus is wrong, I will fight you literally with a baton. Like this is an extremely loyal energy. And if this is a lover, this is someone that you find very attractive. They're a straight shooter. They're honest. They're honest. So for my Tauruses who don't know that person, when are they meeting this person? Not every card in tarot is timing, but we'll see what comes out for you. If I have to grab that timing deck, I will. For my Tauruses who have not yet met this individual, when will they be meeting them? One more shuffle here. Thank you. When will you be meeting them? Wow. Ace of Pentacles. As soon as you tell this one to go. 6 of Cups, Justice, Chariot. As soon as you get up and go, Taurus. As soon as you consciously make that decision, this manifestation comes in. That new job opportunity, the new friend, like I said, the new lover. That it comes in like, I want to say almost within a month. of you deciding you're going to leave behind whomever or whatever that is. 3 cards, closing message here for Taurus, please. Final messages for Taurus. Final messages for Taurus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your final message, the Sun, the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Pentacles. Bottom of deck, 3 of Wands. Move towards your happiness, Taurus. Move towards your happiness. Put up some boundaries with this individual, this 5 of Wands here. Put up some boundaries with this individual, healthy boundaries. If you want to completely abandon them and cut them off, never talk to them again, you do what is best for you. But there's definitely something here about you protecting yourself from someone who took a lot from you. And focus on your happiness. That's where you're headed now. 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. Oh, King of Pentacles. That's what we got to clarify that person. You got a new person coming in. I told you, I kept saying I hate to call it a replacement. It's a replacement. You're replacing this vulgar individual who took a lot from you with someone else who is very different than that person. So you're well on your way now to victory. Keep your eye on the prize. This is success, positivity, vitality. It's the happiest card in the deck. It's warmth, it's healing, it's fun. And it's the 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. So you are well on your way to that, whomever, whatever that is, Taurus. That is what I have for you. That is a really beautiful reading. I don't like what you went through. I don't like what this person did to you or currently is doing to you. But I sure as shit love where the Taurus collective is going. I am increasingly excited to do your 2026 readings because I think once midnight hits on December 31st, 2025, moving into 2026, I don't think there'll be any stopping the Taurian collective. That is what I have for you, Taurus. That is your new moon and Sagittarius message. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. Thank you once again for being a time traveler. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.